Welcome to this new moon meditation. How to set powerful intentions for this new moon that we are experiencing today on September 9th, 2018. If you come across this audio any other time for a new moon meditation, the guidelines still apply. So feel free to use it. So I want to keep this short and sweet and just share with you a meditation ritual that you can do today to be supported by the new moon, and not just today. With these new moon phases and full moon phases, although the energy is strongest on the actual day of the new moon, there is a fluctuation in the energy around the new moon. So the days prior and the days after. So it's a flow. So be kind and compassionate with yourself, especially if you are wanting to do these type of rituals and maybe don't have time on the day of. It's okay to do it a day before or a day after, as long as you're doing it. So with the new moon phase, which is the phase of the moon where it's waning, so you have a full moon and then it wanes into no moon or new moon. And it's important to start noticing how you feel during that time. I've actually downloaded a calendar on a moon calendar on my calendar, so I can just begin to notice even more how I'm feeling and cross-check that with where we are with the phases of the moon. It's something that I've started practicing a few years back and only recently have begun to notice those patterns. So it's kind of cool to actually start seeing the patterns and looking inwards on how to support yourself during that time versus behaving erratically or looking outwards for some sort of comfort. So that's a big reason why I'm sharing this recording, because it's been so impactful for me and so interesting, and I hope it might be the same for you. So during the new moon phase, just begin to notice how you're feeling and what you're feeling. Typically during this time of the new moon, there may be feelings of wanting to be alone, wanting to reflect more, maybe wanting to be in silence or stillness, or just, we may say that we feel off or are in a funk. And this could be due to the new moon energy. This is actually a way that the universe speaks to you and asks you to slow down and turn inwards and take time to contemplate what you need to confront, to let go of, to change. These are just moments of taking inventory and just doing a cleanse of your mind, of your spirit, and your soul. And notice any negativities that are arising, even in the form of insecurities or anger, frustration. Those are emotions of negativity. So just notice those emotions. Like I said, it's a time that you want to be quiet and connect with the moon and withdraw from the outside world. So even if you're being asked to do social events or go places, honor yourself and your own rhythm. When we align with the rhythm of the moon, so if we're being asked to turn inwards and we align with that, we are in flow with nature's rhythm and feel supported, feel content in those moments. You'll notice that when you misalign, like what happened to me this time, having a lot of social events to attend to, and I knew there was a part of me that was saying, no, stay in. I knew exactly why. And at the same time, I wanted to go to the social event, so I did. And I spent a few days just feeling off because I wasn't aligned with the energy that was around me. I was going against it. And anytime you're going against the grain, energetically, when you're pushing or forcing something, it doesn't feel good. So just be aware of that. So once you've come to a place of kind of stilling yourself and quieting yourself, this is a great opportunity to set some powerful intentions. And I love doing intention work many times throughout the day. It's kind of like having New Year's resolutions, but not waiting to that one time of year to set these big, huge resolutions only to find yourself falling off of them within a few weeks after the first of the year. Intentions are a little different than goals because whether you're aware of it or not, everything you do starts with an intention, and it happens even in our subconscious mind. So we may not consciously be setting an intention, but unconsciously we have an intention. And what intention means is to have a goal or an aim, or it also called a desire. So from waking up to falling in love, starting a business, turning in for the night, whatever it is that you're doing throughout your days, it's sparked by a desire. There's a classic Vedic text known as the Upanishads. In it, it says, "You are what your deepest desire is. As your desire is, so is your intention. As your intention is, so is your will. As your will is, so is your deed. As your deed is, so is your destiny." So you can see the chain of events from understanding your deepest desire to manifesting your destiny. Okay, that very first part, your deepest desire, is really important to recognize. So how do you do it? What is an intention? I shared a bit about why to set this intention, but how do you actually do it? And when do you do it? What do you have to do? And that's what I want to share with you right now so that you can create an intention for yourself on the full moon or any time that you'd like over your days. When you're ready to set an intention, you find a quiet, comfortable seat. And it starts with this question, asking yourself, what do I want? You may have to ask the question a couple of times. And it's very important to not force the answer, not think the answer through, but instead allow the answer to come to you. Remember, this is your deepest desire, which means it may not be practical according to your mind, and that's okay. We're not concerned with how you're going to fulfill this desire. We just want to hear what that desire is. So let's go ahead and go through the practice now of setting a powerful intention through asking these questions, and I'll guide you through it at this time. Go ahead and find a comfortable seated position, either sitting on the ground cross-legged or on a chair with both feet flat on the ground. Softly close your eyes and take a deep breath in through the nose and exhale out the mouth. Do this 2 more times, allowing your entire nervous system to relax and bringing all of you into this moment, your mind, body, soul. Now begin to connect the mind with your breath, only breathing through the nostrils, beginning to fall into a meditative state, releasing any thoughts in the mind, simply allowing them to float on by. As you connect the mind with the breath, inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the nose. Continuing to stay focused on the breath. Notice your mind has slowed down, and there may even have been short moments of pauses. In this calm state, the mind becomes fertile ground for planting your seeds of intention. Now go ahead and ask yourself, what do I want? Allow the answer to come to you without force, without much thought. Repeat this question. What do I want? Repeat it again. What do I really want? And one more time. What do I deeply desire? As the answer comes to you, begin refining it. Keep your intention in the positive. We tend to focus on what we don't want rather than what we do want. If the answer is coming to you in a negative, for example, I don't want X, Y, and Z, simply reframe it into the positive by telling yourself what it is that you do want instead. Be very, very specific. Remember, your intention is your roadmap. In order to get somewhere, you need to know exactly where you want to go. Now get even more clear by answering these questions to yourself. Why do I want it? Why? Really, why do I want this intention to come true? What positive impact will it have in my life? How will I feel when it happens? How will I feel when it happens? Use all of your senses. Invoke your emotions. How will you feel when your intention is manifested? What sensations will you have? Who else will rejoice with you? How will it smell to have it? Experience yourself fulfilling this intention. Allow the natural smile to appear on your face as this experience washes over you. Now summarize this intention with one word. The first word that comes to your mind right now. This one word will invoke all of these feelings of fulfillment again. A reminder for the power of the intention you are setting. After you've summarized your intention with one word, release your intention. It's time to cover your planted seed with the soil of the universe and release it. Just like you wouldn't sit and stare at a planted seed waiting for it to sprout, so too you wouldn't want to obsess over your intention waiting for it to happen. Let it go, and instead nourish it with right action and discipline. Listen to your inner voice and allow it to guide you in the choices and actions that will manifest this intention. Take a deep breath in and exhale out. And when you're ready, softly blink the eyes open and write that one word down on a piece of paper or a post-it note and put it somewhere you can see daily. Keep this intention in your heart and continue to move forward, doing life the way you do life. And just notice how your intention slowly comes close to you. Thank you so much for participating in this powerful intention setting practice. I hope you enjoyed it. I wish you all the best in your intentions. And if you have any questions or want to get in touch with me, jump over to the blog, eatmovemeditate.com. Post your comments or send me a question, and I'm happy to answer it for you. Until next time, stay mindful, my friends.